In today's show, Bitcoin and Ethereum hit resistance with $42,500 flip needed for Bitcoin longs. That's right, Bitcoin and Ethereum are both due for huge breakouts. I'll be breaking down the latest technical analysis, and as analyst Rec Capital shares, Bitcoin is doing everything right to confirm a breakout from its $29,000 to $39,000 weekly range, and as analyst Pentoshi shares, we got the $60,000 to $64,000, we got the $29,000 bottom. In my opinion, if we do get above 64K, we are going to $200,000 to $250,000. That's only a 3x above the previous all-time highs. It's not wild when you think about what Bitcoin is and its future with global adoption. Think bigger Bitcoin, next price discovery will be wild. And as Max Kaiser points out, my $220,000 Bitcoin in 2021 call is still in play. Also in today's show, Ethereum co-founder Vitalik says he's more confident about the merge following Ethereum's successful London upgrade, which took place yesterday. Vitalik has hailed the London hard fork a success, adding that it has given him more confidence over the upcoming merge to the Ethereum 2.0 chain. I'll be breaking this down for you. Also in today's show, top trader Pentoshi says Ethereum is ready to outperform Bitcoin. That's right, the top crypto analyst is calling for Ethereum to drastically outperform Bitcoin over the next several months. I'll be breaking down his latest Ethereum technical analysis. Also in today's show, how the dollar cost average army will drive a $1 million Bitcoin price. That's right, the entire supply of Bitcoin will eventually go to the zealot dollar cost average army, bringing enough fiat into Bitcoin that fiat ceases to exist. In today's show, I'm going to be making the case for a $1 million Bitcoin price within the next year or so. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the major altcoins are currently breaking out and in the green. But where's the Bitcoin price likely to go next? Find out all this, plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day, so be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right, and hit that bell icon to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And before I kick off today's show, today's episode is brought to you by our sponsor, BlockFi, the leading provider of financial products and services for crypto investors. Here's where you can put your crypto to work and earn up to a 7.5% APY with a BlockFi interest account. And their new flagship product is this BlockFi Bitcoin Rewards Visa credit card, where you can earn 3.5% back in Bitcoin on all your purchases within your first 90 days and 1.5% back in Bitcoin thereafter. They also recently ditched their annual fee, truly making this offer a no-brainer. To take advantage of this, as well as receive up to a $250 crypto bonus with a deposit of $100 or more, go ahead and use my referral link in the description right down below, and let's start stacking those sats. Shall we? All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. We have a lot to cover as usual, so let's dive right in. Bitcoin and Ethereum are due for a huge move, but short-term signals suggest a correction, and analysts warned on August 6th. And right here, you're looking at the Bitcoin 1-hour candle chart. Data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView showed both Bitcoin and Ethereum acting near critical range resistance as the week drew to a close. A late surge the day before punctuated an overall downtrend after swift upside throughout the previous week. But Friday reinforced the idea that the longer-term resistance would remain in place. In his latest video update, Cointelegraph contributor Mikhail van de Popp highlighted an area above 42,500 as necessary to reclaim in order to seek long Bitcoin positions. Quoting him here, "I refuse to become bullish on Bitcoin at this stage unless we are able to flip this level for support." He shared along with the following: "If we have a breakout like this in which we rally towards $45,000 and flip this zone, then of course I'm going to look for longs. But right now in this structure, I'm not interested at all." A similar story held true for Ethereum, also at resistance with little evidence that the buzz around the London hard fork, which took place yesterday, would spark a definitive change in the longer term paradigm. And right here, you're looking at the Ethereum one-day candle chart, with Ethereum currently trading just above $2,800 at the time of this recording. Now, other analysts are slightly more optimistic, with fellow trader and analyst Rec Capital arguing that Bitcoin was doing everything right in order to ditch its previous price range in place since May. As he shares in this tweet, Bitcoin is doing everything right to confirm a breakout from its $29,000 to $39,000 weekly range, as he shares right here in this chart, and a close above $40,000 in time for today's options expiry would most definitely boost the bullish case. Now Ethereum, on the other hand, already looks set to add to the bullish clout with its own 357 million expiry event going down also today. As ever, the longer the time frame, the more bullish the take, and as Pentoshi shares right here, we got the $60,000 to $64,000. We got the $29,000 bottom. In my opinion, if we do get above $64,000, we are going to $200,000 to $250,000. That's only a 3x above the previous all-time highs. It's not wild when you think about what Bitcoin is and its future with global adoption. Think bigger. Bitcoin, next price discovery, will be wild. So there you have it. Let me know if you agree or disagree with this crypto analyst, Pentoshi, that we can expect a $200,000 to $250,000 Bitcoin price this cycle once we surpass that critical $64,000 resistance. Let me know in the comments right down below. And speaking of bullish price predictions, Max Kaiser recently tweeted, my $220,000 Bitcoin in 2021 call still in play. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the host of the Orange Pill Pod. And before I break down our next story of the day, Vitalik says he is more confident about the merge following Ethereum's successful London upgrade, as well as top trader Pentoshi says Ethereum is ready to outperform Bitcoin and shares why. Also in today's show, how the dollar cost average army will drive a $1 million Bitcoin price. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market. We can see Bitcoin breaking out up almost 9% for the day, trading just under $41,000. Ethereum up 7.6% after a successful London hard fork yesterday, now trading just under $2,800. We have Binance Coin up 5%, trading at $338. Polkadot up 8%, trading at $19.39. And Chainlink up 5%, trading at $23.78. All right, now let's break down our next story of the day. Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin has hailed the London hard fork a success, adding that has given him more confidence over the upcoming merge to the Ethereum 2.0 chain. Speaking of Bloomberg News from Singapore, Buterin said that the Ethereum Improvement Proposal, EIP 1559, is definitely the most important part of London. The upgrade, which went live on Thursday, has tweaked a fee generation mechanism, resulting in a portion of the fees being burnt. And at this time, with more than 3,500 Ether worth around $9.8 million had already been burned since the upgrade had launched. Now, Buterin stated that the successful deployment of the London upgrade is proof that the Ethereum ecosystem is able to make significant changes, and he added the following regarding the upgrade: definitely makes me more confident about the merge. And according to the official documentation, the current Ethereum mainnet will merge with the proof of stake Beacon chain, marking the end of proof of work for Ethereum. This is planned to precede the rollout of shard chains and is unlikely to happen this year, though Ethereum 2 researchers are working on ways to accelerate the timetable. So there you have it. Next year we can expect Ethereum 2.0 to roll out, and once merged, the new mainnet will have the ability to run smart contracts on proof of stake, eliminating the power-hungry mining operations and potentially lowering the network's energy consumption by 99%. And apart from the fee burning, the London upgrade also ushered in variable block sizes, which means that users are less likely to have to wait for long transactions to be processed in fixed blocks when under heavy loads. The blocks can now expand or contract dynamically to match the number of incoming transactions. Buterin said that this would vastly improve the user experience, quoting Vitalik right here. Now it gets much easier to send the transaction that will get included in the next block, and that's very important to user experience. And the developments have been positive for Ether market sentiment, with Forbes running an article on the upgrade claiming that Ethereum may even flip Bitcoin. They published this here this morning. Crypto market price suddenly soars towards $2 trillion. Could Ethereum be about to flip Bitcoin? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. And how high do you feel the Ethereum price is likely to climb for this cycle top? Holla at your boy. And before I break down our next story of the day, top trader Pentoshi says that Ethereum is ready to outperform Bitcoin and explains why, as well as how the dollar cost average army will drive a $1 million Bitcoin price. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting just above $1.65 trillion with about $101 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. And current Bitcoin dominance is 45.9%, with the Ether dominance at 19.4%. And checking out the top gainers within the top 100, we have ICP up 15%, trading at $44. Raven Coin up 13% for the day and 35% for the week, trading at 8 cents. And Phantom up 13%, trading at 26.5 cents. Now checking out one of my favorite indicators, it's the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated a 52. Neutral, yesterday was a 50, last week a 53, and last month a 28 in fear. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity. BTFD, buy that freaking dip. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. All right, now let's break down our next story of the day. A popular crypto trader and market analyst is calling for Ethereum to drastically outperform Bitcoin over the next several months. This anonymous crypto trader Pentoshi tells his 207,000 Twitter followers that he's looking for Ethereum to form a higher low to build support for a further rally now that the token has broken out of its downtrend against Bitcoin. As he shares here on crypto Twitter, Ether macro view, weeks/months as we know extremes happen inside that, simply outperforms Bitcoin in my opinion, broke out versus Bitcoin on this massive flag. But like a higher low on the USD pair after the 13 days of up only, but that's locally, and leading up to the highly anticipated implementation of EIP 1559, which went live yesterday, which is the Ethereum protocol upgrade that will burn a portion of ETH transaction fees. The second largest crypto asset rallied for 13 days in a row before topping out at just above $2,800 at the time of this recording. Pentoshi says that although EIP 1559 is good news for Ethereum, investors shouldn't expect an overnight change in price. Quoting him here, EIP 1559 won't magically change Ethereum overnight, but it will reduce Ethereum inflation. Right now, it's 4% per year. Proof of stake will change it to 0.4% per year, a 90% reduction or equal to a Bitcoin triple halving. Add in fee burn, staking, smart contracts, and supply and demand. Can't price it all in. The trader outlines his thesis for Ethereum short-term price action, pointing to $2,550 as a key level for Ethereum to break. He shared the following. For Ethereum, what you'd like to see: number one, people who sold to the left before the last breakout start to buy back at break even. Number two, shorts cover. And number three, large limit orders to fill a base here and create support. What happens at 2,550 is key. Break above equals continuation, reject lower, as you can see right here in this chart. And as for Bitcoin, Pentoshi is waiting to see how the king crypto asset reacts in the mid $30,000 range and if it can reclaim 40,600. He also says that Bitcoin retested and lost support at the 200-day estimated moving average, which is currently priced just above $38,000. Quoting him here, Bitcoin is still waiting for the mid 30,000s, 34,600 to 37,300, or reclaim of 40,600, progressing nicely thus far. Also have to take note of the 200 EMA retest and loss that took place. And as I pointed out earlier, once we break the all-time high of 64,800, that ballpark, he says we are going to $200,000 to $250,000. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments below. And before I break down our final story of the day and we discuss how the dollar cost average army will drive a $1 million Bitcoin price, but first I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the crypto market. This goes for all 865 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. Also have some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including my daily letter, which goes out to over 30,000 subscribers every single day. To subscribe, visit letter.cryptonewsalerts.net. You can also follow me on my blog. I update daily, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Also be sure to smash that subscribe button to help support the channel and smash that bell icon to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. You can also follow me on all the major podcasts and platforms, from Spotify, the home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Apple's iTunes and Google Play. You can also follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is Crypto News. Yes, you can also follow me on Facebook, Telegram, and TikTok, so be sure to follow me there. All right, now let's break down our final story of the day. So strap yourselves in, suspend disbelief for the next few minutes, and allow me to show you an extreme example of how the wealthiest, most charitable 2% of the world's workforce, about 70 million people, which is less than 1% of the close to 8 billion people alive today, could very realistically create a permanently upward sloping price floor for Bitcoin and drive the price towards a stable price of $1 million per BTC within a year or so. Let's go. Now, how many of you are part of the DCA army and are currently dollar cost averaging? Let me know in the comments below. This is something we do as hodlers so we can continue stacking sats. Now let's break this down, shall we? Just the ability to speak does not make one intelligent. Ownership of Bitcoin does not make one a Bitcoiner. It is estimated that there are already over 70 million Bitcoin owners. Holy moly. However, if you aren't buying every day or a week, you can consider yourself a speculator. That's right. Consider this. You have accepted Bitcoin for what it is and what it does. Why would you not slowly move all of your capital into Bitcoin over time then. That's right, why would you buy Bitcoin once and continue wage slavery, keep bringing in fiat income and then not migrate to a fixed portion of that fiat into the new parallel Bitcoin economy as soon as you receive it? Although Bitcoin is a finite currency, its inflation is quite high, and regardless of whether or not miners hold or sell newly mined coins, the fact that they have been brought into existence needs to either be accounted for through the market cap or through the Bitcoin price. Now, using large round numbers to illustrate, let's say we have 1 million BTC worth $1,000 each. The market cap for Bitcoin in this case is $1 billion. Now, keep in mind, on schedule, another 10,000 Bitcoin comes into existence. If the market cap is to remain 1 billion, then the price of Bitcoin must reduce to $990. If the price is to remain at 1,000, then the market cap must increase to 1 billion. As long as there is a new supply, either market cap or price must adjust accordingly, whether new supply is actually sold or not. Now, here are some key assumptions. All Bitcoin bought by the dollar cost average army will reside on an exchange for a maximum of 3 months after initial purchase and will be held for a minimum 5-year period from the date of purchase. It is assumed that the dollar cost average army is religious and therefore ties a tenth of its gross income to Bitcoin, not dissimilar to the billions of the world's religious adherents, but we will assume that the typical soldier matches the profile of the average organization of economic cooperation and development wage earner of $49,165 per year or $134 per day. Let's just call it $10 per day for individuals and $700 million per day for the entire army. Coins exist on exchanges for one reason and one reason only: leverage gambling or simply selling. It is assumed that all 2 million coins on the top 12 exchanges are available for immediate sale. It can mostly be bought by stealth with no slipping. And check this out, it is assumed that due to the size of the 70 million strong army, that the time distribution of its automated purchases would average out over the day. Now, corporations and governments move away too slowly and will not be able to handle the extreme pace of change when an army is at the gates, relentlessly bringing $700 million per day and increasing. Eventually, 10% of the workers will save 10% of their wages, and you'll have $3.3 billion coming in daily. We also have to keep in mind the lost Bitcoin supply, which is estimated to be around 3 million BTC lost and gone forever, giving us a total of 15.6 million BTC up for grabs. And in this chart, you can see the 3 million plus BTC lost and gone forever. Now, it's assumed that the majority of the exchange activity is illegitimate and that most volume comes from wash trading, leverage, and manipulation. The dollar cost average army tends to buy Bitcoin at spot unleveraged from smaller Bitcoin-only vendors, and the only critical element to watch is the absorption of daily inflation. Now let's run the numbers, shall we? My assertion is that with a well-funded dollar cost average army and long-term equilibrium, then the price will tend to 700 million per 900 Bitcoins per day. Based on this logic, you can rationalize that today's stable price of 30,000 as a mere 2.7 million people migrating $10 worth per day, or 0.085% of the global workforce. And after the next halving in 2024, this will double to 1.5 million. This isn't exactly a miracle or anything. It's very basic supply and demand, as illustrated very well by Croesus in this piece right here on your screen. The first 2 weeks is the stealth phase of this operation with 1.4 billion to play with, and the price could increase 10% per week for this fortnight, and the army will have stacked over 300,000 BTC, including all 12,600 BTC mined in this period. And with price recovering, deep insiders and exit scammers in the Bitcoin and altcoin worlds will see weeks 3 and 4 as potentially the last opportunities to get out before a prolonged bear market. So despite another 1.4 billion of buying power, price will still only increase 10% on the week, and the army now has over 550,000 BTC, up 250,000 BTC from last fortnight, with about 100,000 BTC due for withdrawals to self-custody, as you can see right here from week 1 all the way up to week 6, and weeks 5 and 6 see the continuation of the shitcoin waterfall, but now at the lower tiers, and therefore continued heavy selling. Now let's fast forward to the end of week 12, seeing the dollar cost average army in offline custody of over 750,000 BTC, with an additional 400,000 BTC awaiting withdrawals from exchanges over the coming months. And now you're looking at weeks 13 all the way up to 18, with more corporations exiting in weeks 15 and 16, yet the price just keeps going up by 10% per week, and they are now out of a position. And this thing continues to run, so let's fast forward all the way up to week 48, which you can see Right here on your screen, here's the conclusion. While some of the above may happen, I will guarantee that none of it will happen at the pace or in which the order described above. The above is merely illustrating that with enough time, the entire available supply will eventually go into the hands of the religious zealot auto dollar cost average army based on pure attrition alone. The above hypothetical left only 11 million Bitcoin available for sale at the end of only 48 weeks. And obviously, not all Bitcoins are available at all prices. The result is that in the long-term equilibrium, the fiat denominated price of Bitcoin will be the amount of fiat brought to the market daily by the army divided by the miner's subsidy. And eventually, though, fiat will come into Bitcoin in such astronomical quantities that fiat will cease to exist. So there you have it. What are your thoughts surrounding the dollar cost average army driving the Bitcoin price above and beyond $1 million? And by what year do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to reach 1 million? Holla at your boy in the comments below. Personally, I feel this will happen by 2025. In fact, with hyperinflation or a Bitcoin super cycle, I feel it can happen much sooner. Now for a quick recap, what I covered with you here in today's show: Bitcoin and Ethereum hit resistance with 42,500 flip needed for Bitcoin longs. Also in today's show, we discussed Vitalik, now more confident about the merge following Ethereum's successful London upgrade, which took place yesterday. Also in today's show, we discussed top trader Pentoshi says that Ethereum is ready to outperform Bitcoin and explains why. He's also still very bullish on Bitcoin, saying once we break that 64K all-time high, we're going to $200,000 to $250,000 per BTC. Also in today's show, we discuss how the dollar cost average army will drive a $1 million Bitcoin price. But where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go next? As you can see, we just broke that critical $41,000 resistance. Let's flip this to support and head to the moon. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto revolution. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right, and hit that bell icon to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And don't forget to smash my referral link in the description right down below to claim your BlockFi Bitcoin rewards, Visa credit card, and start earning 3.5% back in Bitcoin on all your purchases. I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.